memo.
Okay, sir.
Just make your slide in slideshow mode.
Shall I start, Mr. Raman?
Have you gone live now or still not?
Ramandi?
No, sir. No, sir.
Sir, we are live now. You can start.
Yeah.
Okay. So a very good evening to everyone present. Today, this meeting has been organized for the installation of the research committee of ISMSICS. At the very beginning, let me introduce you to the core committee of ISMSICS. The office bearers are Dr. Amulya Sahu sir, who is the founder chairman of ISMSICS, Dr. Jagannath Boramani sir, who is the executive chairman of this committee, Dr. Parikshit Gogate sir, who is the vice chairman of ISMSICS, Dr. Satanshu Mathur sir, who is the chief national coordinator of ISMSICS, Dr. Debashish Bhattacharjee sir, who is the president of ISMSICS, Dr. Srinivas Joshi being the secretary, and Dr. Aarti Heda, she is the national coordinator. And with that, I would now request Dr. Amulya Sahu sir to kindly share his vision regarding this committee. Sir, may I please invite you to share your vision?
Thank you, Nilpanna. I welcome you all to this important platform of ISMSICS. Goal of this ISMSICS is fourfold. As you see, we have the mentors who are extremely respected in our community. And as you know that 70% of the people in India do SICS, and most of them are rurally based or in a small towns. Now, those who have the institution support, they can publish their papers and do some kind of research, but these people who are not having this facility are deprived of, showcase their talents. Now, to the fourfold thing is that to create an awareness among the practitioner of SICS for research, and to provide support and extend expertise help to these people when they are doing their research, and to conduct courses on occasionally, and try to involve the people who can guide these people, and that kind of interaction we want to provide on this platform, and guide those people who want to publish. Well, many people do not know where to go and ask for guidance. So this platform will be available to them, so that the whole idea is that to create the next generation of people with a research mind and make a statement on the world stage. So that is the main purpose, and I'm really happy to get all these stalwarts here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amulya Sahu sir. May I now request Dr. Jagannath Boramani sir to kindly share his views on this topic.
Yeah, good evening, all of you. Welcome on the board. ISMSICS is one of the global organizations which has originated in India, and most of you are aware of the activities of the ISMSICS across the globe. As far as the SICS is concerned, most of the work, most of the cataract surgeries in India and many developing countries are still done with SICS. So percentage-wise, if you see, the publications in SICS compared to the amount of work are very few. Many of us are in private practice, in solo practitioners. So most of us, we don't know how to do the research and how to publish. So we have taken all the mentors who are the real stalwarts in the field of research and publications, who can guide all of us. And this committee has been formed under the chairmanship of Dr. Jatinder Bali. And I think here afterwards, I think a lot of activities are expected from this committee, and we'll do a lot of publication. ISMSICS itself is starting its own journal under the leadership of Dr. Varun Nayak and Dr. Purvi Bhagat. So I hope we have a lot of publication, lot of research work, and lot of advanced SICS work in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As we have outlined the purpose of this committee, may we now proceed to the introduction of the mentors of this committee who will be guiding us in the research and innovation of ISMSICS. In the forefront, we have Dr. Varun Kumar Nayak. Then we have Dr. Abhay Vasavada, Dr. Samar Basak, Dr. M.S. Ravindra, Dr. Kasturi Bhattacharjee, Dr. Santosh Honavar, and Dr. Satanshu Mathur. May I now introduce you to Dr. Varun Kumar Nayak, sir. He is the head of the Department of Ophthalmology at PD Hinduja Hospital, Mumbai, and has been the Vice President of Maharashtra Ophthalmological Society and a past editor of Indian Journal of Ophthalmology. And currently, he is the President of AIOS and editor of the Journal of Clinical Ophthalmology and Research. We welcome you on board, sir. And next, we have Dr. Abhay Vasavada, sir. His name itself speaks volumes about him, his personality, and his persona. Dr. Vasavada is a nationally and internationally acclaimed ophthalmologist and a cataract surgeon par excellence. He is the founder of Iladevi Eye Hospital, Ahmedabad. Welcome on board, sir.
Thank you.
May I now introduce you, Dr. Samar Kumar Basak. Dr. Basak is a director, founder, member of Disha Eye Hospitals. He has been appointed by the Cornea Society of America and Sight Life International as one of the 5 cornea surgeons worldwide to cornea skill transfer. He is actively involved in eye banking and hospital cornea retrieval program. Please welcome to ISMSCI's Research Committee, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we have Dr. M.S. Ravindra. Dr. Ravindra is the medical director of Kartik Netralaya, Bangalore, and he is one of the most respected and renowned doctors in the field of ophthalmology. And he brings with him a great amount of experience in the field of cataract and vitreoretinal surgery with an experience of more than 41 years. Welcome on board, Ravindra, sir. Now, may I introduce to my mentor herself, Dr. Kasturi Bhattacharjee. She is the medical director of clinics academics at Sri Shankardeva Netralaya, Assam. And she heads the Department of Cataract Refractive Surgery as well as Orbit and Oculoplasty. And she is the first ophthalmologist to start the navigation-guided transorbital optic-canal decompression surgery in India. Welcome, madam, to the Research Committee. Dr. Santosh Honavar, his name needs no introduction. He heads the Department of Ophthalmic and Facial Plastic Surgery of Orbit and Ocular Oncology at Center for Sight, Hyderabad, and he's currently the editor of IJO. And he has been awarded the prestigious Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award by the Government of India for his path-breaking research on retinoblastoma, and he is the first ever Indian ophthalmologist to receive the very prestigious honorary fellowship by the Royal College of Ophthalmologists, UK. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We have with us Dr. Satanshu Mathur. He is working at High Tech Eye Institute and Laser Center in Kashipur, Uttarakhand. He has contributed as an expert for customizing guidelines for SICS and present recommendation. He is a surgeon par excellence, and he is one of the core committee members of ISMSICS. Welcome, sir. So with this, we end the mentor committee, and then we shall introduce you to the International Advisory Board. We have with us Dr. Amulya Sahu, sir, Dr. Jagannath Boramani from India, Dr. Boris Malvigin from Russia, Dr. Susan McDonnell from USA, Dr. Pamela Gonzalez from Mexico, Dr. Parikshit Gogate, sir, from India, Dr. Enik Melwambe from Canada. Dr. Amulya Sahu, sir, is the founder chairman of ISMSICS. He was the past president of Bombay Ophthalmological Society and is a nationally and internationally acclaimed cataract surgeon who has introduced the 2mm MSICS technique. Dr. Sahu is the founder chairman of the Sahu Eye Group of Hospitals in Mumbai as well. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Jagannath Boramani, sir, is the executive chairman of ISMSICS. He has pioneered and popularized SICS under topical anesthesia, and being a recipient of multiple awards, he is also well known for his X chopper for closed chamber manual phaco-fragmentation and customized incision cataract surgery. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Boris Malyugin from Russia, who is famously known for his Malyugin rings, is a professor of ophthalmology, cataract and implant surgery department and chief of the S. Fedorov microsurgery complex from Moscow. He has innovated several surgical techniques, as we all know, now in active use by the ophthalmologists across the world. Currently, he conducts clinical and basic research at the S. Fedorov Eye Microsurgery Federal State Institution, where he is the Deputy Director General responsible for research and development and education programs. At present, he is driving for a meeting, so he sends his best wishes to this meeting and he feels honored to be a part of it. We also welcome him on this committee. Dr. Susan McDonald from USA is an ophthalmologist in Concord, Massachusetts, and has over 34 years of experience in the medical field. She graduated from the University of Massachusetts School of Medicine Medical School in 1987, and she is affiliated with Lahey Hospital and Medical Center. Due to some prior appointments, she could not be here, and she sends her message. I read it out. I am honored and excited to be on this research committee. My SICS research would be to help bring a change in attitude in pulling which surgery is better, that is either phaco or SICS for the patient. We should be more patient-centric. So thank you, madam, for giving us this message. Next, we have Dr. Carla Pamela Gonzalez Daher, who is from Mexico, and she's an anterior segment surgeon in Querétaro, Mexico, where she teaches phacoemulsification as well as manual SICS to the residents. She qualified as an Help Me See Ocular Incisions and Dissections course instructor in 2019, and she's working with Chief Medical Officer Dr. Van Lansing to install the Help Me See Eye Surgery Simulator to IMO, the first in Latin America. Currently, she is operating in her OR, and she also sends her message. It reads that, I'm reading it out for her. It is a great honor to be a part of such an exceptional group where we can share and learn from experts, but most of all, we can guide future generations. Thank you for all the effort involved. Thank you so much for the message, Dr. Gonzalez. We have with us none other than Dr. Parikshit Gogate from India, who shares his interest in cataract surgery, community eye health, pediatric ophthalmology, as well as in training and research. He contributed immensely towards cataract training and research. He was the head Department of Community Eye Care, Orbis supported Department of Pediatric Ophthalmology at HV Desai Eye Hospital, Pune, and is the founder of Dr. Gogate's Eye Clinic. We look forward to learn a lot from you, Dr. Gogate. Please welcome.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for introducing me.
We have with us Dr. Anik Milwambe from Canada. She's a fellow of the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada. She's the director of Clinic Vision and Foundation Vision Cataract Glaucoma at and also eyelid surgeon. Dr. Anik has a fellowship in uveitis from McGill University, Canada, and she's an alumna of the University of Montreal as well as the University of Kinshasa. Welcome on board, ma'am. We are really happy to have you here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So with that, I would like to request the mentors to kindly share their views on this. First, I would call upon Dr. Santosh Honavar, sir, to share his views. Sir, may I please invite you to say a few words?
Thank you, Nilutpur. I think it's a wonderful initiative. I first congratulate you, your association, for taking this initiative, which most of the societies don't. In fact, they assume research is in everybody's blood and everybody would do research on their own. To organize a formal effort to support research, I think, is a great initiative. It is needed, especially in this kind of a society, because cataract surgery is the bottom of the pyramid kind of an activity. It doesn't get into apex institutes so much. Even if they do it, they don't indulge in much research. Although India has a huge load of cataract, research output from India and newer discovery has not been highlighted. Although we learn by ourselves, teach our own colleagues, and keep doing new things, it needs to be highlighted and brought across to the rest of the world. So I think it's a laudable formal effort which will channelize all research energy into formal publications. And I think collaborative research is the key to success. We can, of course, work on smaller ideas and have a lot of things on pipeline, but large studies which are collaborative in nature with large, well-formally designed studies, well-designed studies with good statistical backup would be the key to deliver kind of good research output.
Thank you, sir. So thank you so much for your inputs. May I now request the mentors? Can I please call upon Dr. Varun Nayak sir or Dr. Abhay Vasavada, whoever like wishes to say first?
I think, if I may,
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
I continue echoing what Santosh said just now, and it reflects in medicine in general, in ophthalmology and cataract and all fields. We are very good technicians, and we really are not inferior to anybody in terms of performing a procedure or managing in certain ways, but that education of curiosity, developing a curiosity, and then taking the observations very systematically in a very organized manner, it's really conspicuously missing in our training and all throughout. And we are very busy in earning our bread and butter, competing with each other, and so on. So we really miss, as Santosh very rightly emphasized, the core part of the science, clinical science, if not the basic, but at least clinical, if not translational. So I think as a mentor, I'm really honored to be included in this team. And as an individual, I'll be very happy to interact with anyone who is interested. I can visit the place, or they can come, or on interaction, and whatever I can contribute in developing that curiosity, I'll be delighted. But join hands, whether your colleague in the town, nationally, internationally, wherever you have, pick up a simple subject first. So don't be very ambitious to begin with if you're not started, so that you taste the success. And then you go step by step. But I think start in a simple manner, solo or with joining hands with one or two friends, and ask any of these mentors. They will be delighted to guide and formulate a strategy or a plan, or develop recognize the problems first. And then, I think with the mentors, it's such a wonderful team you have, and they volunteered. So take the opportunity of this expertise that this society has been creating. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir, for always inspiring and encouraging us. May I please request Dr. Varun Nayak sir to kindly say a few words?
No, mine is few words or just a small short presentation, which is missing.
The presentation is there, but could you please say a few words? Whatever, sir, whatever you wish.
The presentation is afterwards. As a mentor, you say a few words now.
Sorry.
As a mentor, say a few words now, and again your presentation is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a full talk, sir. That is a
full talk afterwards.
Yeah. That talk also is very.
Yeah. Now you are speaking as a mentor of this group.
Varun?
Mute.
I think we lost him.
No, he has been muted. Kindly unmute yourself.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
By mistake, I just clicked everything wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. Good evening, everyone. And I'm thankful to to the ISMS-ICS for including me in this elite group. And it's a great honor to be amongst so many big researchers and so many great names of the, not only in India, but also the world. And I am so happy that Dr. Sahu had thought of this idea and included like great people, whatever just now Dr. Santosh Manavar said, Dr. Abhay Vasavda said, that this is a good initiative and this will definitely produce good results. So I am happy that Dr. Sahu, who has some vision, will see some light very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Dr. Samar Basak, sir, to kindly share his views.
Yes, thank you very much for including me as a mentor of this group. And you know that the mentor and mentee, this relation is almost lifelong. So you have to continue, as Dr. Bashavada was saying, that not only you have to teach themselves, and you have to learn from them also. So it is a bilateral exchange, and you have to go, and as Santosh said, that you need the number and statistician to reflect your result into the publication. Thank you very much for your this kind of opportunity to I am always with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. May I now request Dr. Ravindra, sir, to kindly share his views.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to be a part of this elite group. I would rather be a mentee than a mentor, because the luminaries that are there, I'm scared of sitting along with them. Research has value because it shares your experiences with everybody. It's there in the niche, in the temporal aspect of literature, and anytime you can refer. But we also should be remembering that to publish a paper, it takes years. By the time it's published, and the relevance of it would have gone away. So along with that, there must be a way of quick publicity. There are a lot of journals, non-peer-reviewed books, bulletins are available. I think we should look at that, so that whatever you think immediately can come into the forum. It's accessible, though it's not peer-reviewed. Its relevance is much lesser. But then the advantage is it's very quick. All of us are researchers, clinicians. Unless you are a researcher, in the sense you document, you see, you analyze, you think over, you modify. It's a research process. The question here is sharing that research is with others is very valid. We don't even have the statistics of how many cataracts are done in India. Roughly, it is supposed to be 5 million in a year, and the Indian ophthalmologists, of that 70% are in private practitioners. They meet the demand of the current demand is 5 million, and we are almost 100% we are meeting it. And I was told that SICS, which is hidden talent, everybody does SICS, but they don't come out and talk. That constitutes about 70% of all the cataract surgeries done in India are in SICS. It's correct. We don't have the correct data, but that itself is something to be done. And I'm sure, this academic and research group will go a long way in guiding and getting out the truth about what is best for cataract patient. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That was really insightful. May I now request Dr. Satanshu Mathur to kindly share his views, sir? Mathur, sir? I think he was...
As Dr. Ravindra said, he will like to mentee than a mentor. Then what will be the situation for me when he's sitting there? So easy to say, use the word, pronounce the word research, but it is really difficult to follow it and do it. We really appreciate the Dr. Sahu vision that he has taken the research into SICS And it is going to be very useful for not over India, but all over world. So thank you very much, sir, for involving me as a mentor in this really very valuable and prestigious forum. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to say that Dr. Kasturi Bhattacharjee is actually a little sick, so she'll be joining a little late. In the meantime, from the International Advisory Committee, I would invite Dr. Anik Milwambe to kindly share her views. Madam, you are on mute. You are on mute. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I said that it's really a privilege to be part of this group. It's very, I see all the autobiography, the CV of people who are on the group, and I'm like, it's a privilege to be part of that. But in my idea, I say that through my involvement in the ISMSCS, I'll be much better equipped to achieve the goal that we fixed ourselves. It's to help the Congolese people and other African ophthalmologists to do more research and also to gain extensive knowledge in the new trends in their fields and in turn better serve their populations. In the other parts, I'm in a research with University of Montreal, and it's an international research, Montreal, UK, Congo, and India. I can't say more about that, but it's a very transforming research that we are doing, and I think that it can help a lot of us and our population. And this kind of collaboration is very, very, very mandatory to all people. And I know that I also get more knowledge with this group and also help people to be trained well in the Congo. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anik, for taking out time and encouraging us for taking forward this research. And now may I request Dr. Parikshit Gogate sir to kindly share his views. Dr. Gogate.
Thank you. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Dr. Nirupana and Dr. Bali for getting such a galaxy of mentors together. I mean, some of them are some of the best ophthalmic researchers in the country. And Dr. Sahu, when he started ISMS ICS, was always this, that it's not just to show that ISMS ICS or SICS is a great form of cataract surgery, but that we stand for holistic cataract surgery of all its types, with the machines, without the machines, and most importantly, having cataract surgery that is quality oriented, that is accessible for everyone. And it's a unique contribution of Indian ophthalmology to global ophthalmology, and that it should be taken forward. So it's great to be a part of this group, which is going to foster research. And there is so much that can be done for cataract surgery, which is relevant to the Indian subcontinent and to the other developing countries, and of course, even to the developed countries. And it's good to have Dr. Anik, who straddles both Congo and Canada, two of, greatly diverse countries in completely different parts of the globe and at different levels of development. And again, from the ISMS ICS side, I would like to thank Dr. Abhay Vasavada sir, Dr. Santosh Honavar sir, Dr. MS Ravindra sir, Dr. Basak sir, Dr. Nanda, and everybody for being a part of this. And of course, thanks once more to Dr. Bali and Dr. Nirupana to put this all together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are all honored to have all the mentors, the legends of this field on this platform today for guiding us and inspiring us. And with that, I move on to the next. I would now request Dr. Boramani sir to kindly install Dr. Jatinder Bali sir as a chairman of this committee.
Yeah, I am very happy to install Dr. Jatinder Bali as the chairman of our research committee of ISMSICS. Dr. Jatinder Bali is a cataract surgeon with interest in retina, pediatric ophthalmology, and research, and has been chairman subcommittee of information technology, practice automation, and clinical information systems of DOS. Dr. Bali has completed MBA also in operations research and is author of bestsellers research book Basics of Biostatistics, a manual for medical practitioners. He is currently the library officer elect in Delhi Ophthalmical Society. So I'm very happy to install Dr. Jatinder Bali as the chairman of research committee of ISM SICS. He is our executive from the Delhi chapter of ISM SICS. So I announce that Dr. Jatinder Bali is our chairman of research group for 2 terms. Thank you very much.
I'm deeply honored and indebted, sir. This was actually a dream for me. It's a dream come true.
Congratulations, Dr. Bali. And
Thank
now
you,
I
sir.
would request you to kindly introduce the members, executive committee members of this research committee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I thank the ISMSCIS for giving us this opportunity and allow me to present to you the erudite and energetic executive members of this research group. Starting first with Dr. Rajendranath Gogoi from Assam. Dr. Gogoi. Dr. Suvir Dev from New Delhi. Dr. Faruqi from New Delhi. Dr. Nawab Zishan Faruqi from New Delhi. Dr. Ashok Kumar Nanda from Orissa. Dr. Manisha Nadda from Haryana. Dr. Purvi Bhagat from Gujarat. Dr. Manisha Rathi from Haryana. Could we move to the next slide, please? We have Dr. Prathik Mohanta from West Bengal. Dr. Rakesh Sakya from Chhattisgarh. Dr. Rajiv Raut from Maharashtra. Anil is my co-author and on my book on biostatistics, and he's working in Haryana. Dr. Aarti Hera is from Maharashtra. Dr. Anuprita Gandhi Bhatt from Maharashtra. And our moderator for the evening, Dr. Nilutparna Deori from Assam. It is indeed an honor to introduce the erudite executive, and congratulations to all of you. I'll welcome one or some of them to share their views. Do we have?
May we request Dr. Nanda to kindly share his views? Dr. Ashok Nanda is here.
Dr.
Yes, sir.
Kasturi also joined. Dr. Kasturi
Yes,
also
Dr.
joined.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Nilutparna. I must thank Dr. Sahu, who has the vision to popularize a method which we all have been practicing, but not thinking about it. So that is in itself a great thing, that somebody has a dedication to think that a particular technique can be marvelous and can improve from time to time. So he has been actually the back force behind me going into SICS and doing some research work. I'm thankful for that, and I'll do my best.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Ashok Nanda. We also have with us Dr. Nawab Zishan Faruqi. Sir, could you please say a few words?
Thank you, ma'am. I think it's a wonderful initiative by so many luminaries in the ophthalmology, including the chairman, Dr. Jatinder Bali. It will be really a wonderful effort in this direction of research. And I really congratulate Dr. Bali and all my senior colleagues and luminaries in the ophthalmology to have who have agreed to be part of this whole research group. I really look forward to working in this group. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We really look
Welcome,
forward to be
Kasturi.
associated. Yes. Good evening, Kasturi ma'am.
Good evening. I'm sorry I joined a bit late, but congratulations to the whole team, especially Sahu sir. Like, sir, this is an amazing concept, and I should really congratulate the whole team. And it's really my pleasure to be with you all, and really honored to be associated with you all.
So nice.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kasturi. We have with us Dr. Manisha Nanda ma'am. Ma'am, could you please share something that about this being association, your association with this committee?
Unmute.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I think you're muted.
I think she's on mute.
Ma'am, you're muted. You'll have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. So congratulations, team of this research committee of this MICS. And I thank all the great teachers here, all the mentors, and especially Dr. Jitendra Bali, who's going to be the chairman, and he was there to call for this executive committee membership. And I thank you so much for that, Dr. Jitendra. And Dr. Jitendra, I think in his leadership, this research committee is going to go places. I've been associated with him for a long time, and I know that whatever he is into, he's going to make it really a great society, and a research work would be wonderful. Congratulations, Dr. Jitendra, for this great opportunity which you have given us, and I think we'll work for it all together. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jitendra.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. May I also request Dr. Manisha Rathi, ma'am, to kindly say a few words?
Hello, good evening to everybody. I have recently published a study on astigmatism, controlling astigmatism and SICS, in which I've spoken about the chevron incision, and I have several presentations on that. I'm actually really passionate about it. I have not worked with Dr. Bali before, so I'm glad for this opportunity. Thank you, Dr. Sahu, for including me in this group. I'm also president of the Haryana chapter of ISMSICS, and I look forward to actively participating since I'm already doing research. It's an ongoing research. So I'm looking forward to more publications and many more people joining in. And many of us say SICS is wonderful, but we are doing FICO. So I really look forward to people doing more of SICS. Thank you so much.
Definitely, ma'am. Thank you so much. We really look forward to people doing more of SICS. And we have with us Dr. Prathik Mohanta. Sir, could you say a few words?
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yeah. I'm very happy to be in this group. I don't know whether I can contribute anything or not, but I can learn a lot of things from the masters of this group. And I'm very grateful, and I'm delighted that Dr. Sahu loves me so much that he has included me in this group. If I can contribute something, I'll be very happy. Thank you.
Definitely. So we really look forward to that. And last but not the least, we have Dr. Suvir Dev before we move on to the topics for discussion. Dr. Suvir, could you please share your viewpoints?
Hello, everyone. I'm really delighted to be a part of this group. And as our seniors reiterated this fact that small incision cataract surgery is not that researched, I feel that being a cataract surgeon, we are doing phacoemulsification nowadays, and small incision kind of takes a backseat. But certain times when I get a chance, I usually take 3 or 4 cases as SICS, and I've seen marvelous results with small incision cataract surgery. So I feel that, refining the incisions and, near perfection, we may get results very similar to phacoemulsification. And obviously, when there are hard cataracts and in those like grade 4 or grade 5 and all, when there is a risk of damage of corneal endothelium. So small incision cataract surgery is a breakthrough in that case, because phacoemulsification obviously will cause some damage to the endothelium. It's a safer alternative to phacoemulsification. I'm really glad to be a part of this group, and Really happy to see all the mentors. Thank you, Dr. Jitendra Bali, sir, and thank you, Dr. Varun Nayak, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. And with that, I would like to say that I have been associated with ISMSCS for a very recently, and I have learned a lot from all the mentors. Especially Dr. Sahu sir has taught me the 2mm SICS and has also given me his instruments that he had designed to continue with his work. And we have formulated a protocol to understand the ergonomics of both 2mm SICS and compare with the FECO emulsification. We shall shortly come up with that data. And I also thank Dr. Ravindra sir for giving me very important inputs to how to go ahead with this. And with that, I would now request Dr. Varun Kumar Nayak sir to kindly discuss the topic on democratization of research, path to publication and opportunities for all. Sir, could you share your slides? Nayak sir?
Yeah. Yes, can you see this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
we can, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, I'm thankful to this society for giving me this opportunity. And I also thank Jatinder Bali for putting me into giving me a difficult task, because this topic is something which I don't know what to talk and how to talk. But most of the things what I wanted to talk as part of it has been already spoken by someone or other. So I'll try to, a small short, it's not a long presentation, maybe just 7-8 minutes. So just bear with me, and then later on you can suggest or discuss something more. So democratization of research, part 2, publication for all. Just why it's not moving.
Sure.
Why it's not moving? Yeah.
You can click on the slide. Yeah. Yes.
No. Now it is, yes. So, first of all, what is democratization? And because this word democratization comes from government. Many countries from the autocratic government to democratic government, or the vice versa. So democracy means where the people, by the people, for them. So something like that we thought can be in this. So in this there is a research part and publication part, because both go hand in hand. Without publication, research has no meaning, and without research, publication cannot be done. If someone thinks that, oh, I'll just sit down and write some write some paper, it will be absolutely useless without any meaning. Now, basically, research priorities are rarely set democratically. Usually in various clinical settings, or which treatment works best, these research outcome decides. But unfortunately, all this research, patients are ignored who tend to gain or lose primarily. Because ultimately, the outcome is going to affect ultimately the patients. But that somehow or other, they don't have any say. Now, who are the people who have got say? Like it's academics, big academics, or institutions, industries, because industries always, they say that we are promoting research, but always, unless they see some benefit out of it, some business model out of it, probably usually they don't indulge in, or they don't encourage that kind of research. And some other big players who control the research. So it's primarily, if looking at this, it seems it is for only select few. So it is not democracy, but we want to make it more for all. Now, publication also, there are a number of journals are rising exponentially. Every day there will be so many journals, new journals are introduced. There are some high impact factor journals, but there again, it is hijacked by very high profile researchers or high profile, or means it's not easy to publish in high impact factor journals for most of us. Or should we look towards that, or we should look towards more chances where we get more chances of acceptance? Because ultimately we want that it should be accepted, it should be published, then only it can be, we can disseminate whatever the research and knowledge that we have gained through that research. Or open access journal, should we look for open access journal? Definitely open access journal has advantage that it is open, means free access to everyone. So here basically the model which works is different because it is charged to the authors, but for the reader it is free. So it means any paper which is published in this, and if it is peer reviewed open access journal, probably that is the best opportunity for the wider dissemination of research. So more, and because when we publish a paper, do a research, publish a paper, we hardly get any, no one gets any money out of it, the researcher. But what do we want? That more and more people should see this, should read this, take advantage of this. So unless they have access to the journal where it is published, it is just not possible. So these days, because of the internet, because of this facility, open access journals are very easily, which can be accessed by anyone, anywhere in the world. Or there are some predatory journals. Predatory journals are those where I'm sure anyone who is involved in research, you must be receiving every alternate day one invitation through mail that this journal is going to publish in 7 days, 10 days. So, and it's a peer reviewed. They will claim that it is peer reviewed, but usually these predatory journals are not peer reviewed or very poorly, because in 1 week, what peer review can be done? What improvement can be done? What questions can be asked? But something which is hidden at that time, everyone gets attracted. And it's very simple. Now, why not grab this opportunity? But the really means you get a shock when you hear the charges. What are the charges for this publication? So basically it is you can also, I call it as a sham journal also, these kind of journals, and they charge very heavy. So it's basically a business model, a particular business model in this field. So we have to really keep away from that side. So basically we in this group, ISMS-ICS, where we want to promote this, we have to probably concentrate on these two. Now, MSICS, because in this group, whosoever is involved, they are interested in MSICS. Many times, most of the people, just now, I think someone said just now, last person who was talking, that this is, I get a good result. This every MSICS surgeon will tell. But where is the evidence? Because these days, it's a evidence-based era or medicine. So there we need evidence, and evidence comes from research and publication. So that is lacking. But why MSICS has been neglected? Because industries do not promote, because there is not much money in this. If some new types of phaco machine with maybe just a small addition to the previous model, but they will highlight as if this is everything. And all those who were probably the first few people to buy, they will be taken all over the country to deliver lecture on that machine, so that they start promoting. So industries do not promote MSICS type of surgery where not much money can be made. The general perceptions created is of inferior surgery by everyone, by those who are doing, so-called, inverted comma, the advanced technique or the latest technique. they just try to create this feeling that this is inferior surgery. Why should I don't even look at this? But this thing has to be changed by publication and research. So why this is so, just now what I said, because results are matching, and cost is also low. But what is lacking? Lacks proper research. It lacks publication. Unless, as I said earlier, unless there is a proper research, publication is just not possible. So these things are lacking. So the effort of Dr. Sahu and the vision of Dr. Sahu and this entire team is to promote research in this, which is widely practiced surgery. It's not that it's done by select few. It is widely practiced. And I'm sure if you take out the numbers, probably in absolute numbers, it will be more number of surgeries than the phacoemulsification. But still, it is looked upon as inferior. So fortunately, now we have our own journal. We have a team of enthusiastic doctors, like just now you heard all the names and all their vision. They are ready to guide. That is great. They are ready to guide, ready to handhold. And above all, our chairman has a vision which is really path-breaking vision, and it will be a great service to mankind, I feel. But for research, there are certain requirements from everyone. Whosoever wants to indulge in research, it's not simple. It's not that simply you think of research and tomorrow you will complete it and day after tomorrow you will publish it. So it needs dedication. It needs honesty, because whatever you see, you have to document it properly, honestly, and then analyze and present it. Because something which is wrongly analyzed and presented, data is first, then you are doing great disservice to the mankind, because they will believe that whatever the outcome is, which is wrong. So that honesty is again the foremost important thing. Sincere efforts it needs, because casual approach will not lead to any research. It needs time, it needs money, and so what basically we aim at, some unanswered problem we try to get an answer. But if anyone who is interested in research, it's not that anyone can do any type of research. So you have to see in your access, wherever you are practicing, your clinic, whether solo or group, what type of subjects you are having, the maximum number that you get that you can research on, whether you have some required infrastructure or not, because you will think, okay, I will do this test with a high-end machine, but if that machine is not there, how will you do it? So those infrastructure, whatever you have to plan some study within that framework. And of course, any research these days, IRB approval is must. So for that also, you have to concentrate that how to prepare a protocol. For any research, first of all, you have to have some idea. If you have some idea, there's something which is hovering in your mind, oh, that what is the correct solution to this? I don't have this answer. So that type of thing. Then with that idea, you start doing literature search. So you should know how to do literature search. Google is not the proper search, because Google, immediately you type some keyword, within seconds, sometimes even within fraction of second, you will get thousands of, you are very happy, I got so much, but it's absolutely useless. You don't know, you can't even see out of, say, suppose you have got outcome of 9,000 result you have got with one keyword, and you don't know which one is important. And if you start scanning, maybe after 100, you will get bored and you will stop there. So you have to find out how to focus your research to your literature search based on your idea. Then you have to conduct a study. After literature search, you formulate a research question what you want to answer, because you have to have something what do you want to answer. Then only you will try to plan some research out of that and directing towards that. And then you, based on your research question, you have to design your study, that which study design will best suit, what should be the sample size, Sample size also is not just at your whims and fancy. There is a basic formula which a statistician will tell you, but you should know what are the inputs which is required from our side. And then you plan this study, then conduct the study. So this part, idea, literature search, study design, research question, study design, all this will have to be included in the and your all plan. How will you do the study? How will you collect data? How will you analyze data? Everything should be written and in the protocol and has to be submitted. But make sure you don't have to make a big protocol, because all IRB members, they have to read your entire submission of protocol. So if you want to increase the length, it is not going to help. Rather, it will do a different, means opposite service. So be to the point, so that anyone after reading that immediately will say, oh, this study is very appropriate, this is useful, this is required, even a layman should understand. And so then you do the study. Once it is approved, then you have to analyze data, take help of a statistician, but still you have to have some basic knowledge about the statistics. Don't leave everything to the statistician, but don't think that you are going to replace them. So you cannot replace them, because ultimately that itself is a science, and how many things you can lay your hands on. So you have to be that way. You have to be considerate, but at least you should be aware what do we expect and what is being done, and so that it should come to a conclusion. So all this, if you have done it, then it means your research is ready. And then comes the question of proper writing. And for that, this journal of our own journal, Global Journal of Cataract Surgery and Research in Ophthalmology, is available. So you have to think that, but this also is a peer-reviewed journal. And this will be, don't think that this is our journal, so anything we write and it will be accepted. So you have to be very careful and you have to be particular. So with the proper writing, this is also not that you don't think that it is a very simple thing to write, because paper writing itself is an art. So what I will suggest, that please attend proper courses for these if needed. The entire team which is there to help you, but they will not tell you right from scratch that then how they can do this. So for this, you have to have the basic knowledge. Then if anywhere you're stuck, if some idea you want to discuss, then everyone said that. And even I was so happy that when Dr. Abhay Vasavada said that I can visit your place and discuss with you. So that is something which is it's a great offer, and we must grab this opportunity, whatever he has offered. But before that, whosoever is trying to do this should get a basic training, because unless you have the basic knowledge, how can you discuss this? Because then it will fall flat and it will not result in anything. So with this thing, I think I will just ask Dr. Jatinder Bali, who is a very, what a very intelligent, very talented, and I am so happy that he is included in this and he has taken this responsibility of heading this. So now over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So those are very encouraging words. Can you see? Am I visible?
Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I want to thank the MSCIS, Dr. Sahu, Dr. Boramani, Dr. Gogate, Dr. Mathur, Dr. Nayak, and the august members here for giving me this opportunity to work in mission mode on harnessing the wisdom of the entire pyramid. About 4 or 5 years ago, we wrote this book on biostatistics and research methods, which was directed mainly at medical practitioners. but now is being used by allied medical sciences and is the standard reference text for 6 universities. What we want to do is utilize the Japanese business philosophy of Kaizen or continuous improvement, where changes come from any employee at any time, and all suggestions of people working within the value system of the entire pyramid are discussed threadbare, meticulously, and small changes now can have great effect in the future. Why are we talking about the Kaizen approach in ophthalmology? Well, the answer to it is that the global cataract surgery market is about $2.5 billion industry today. And all of us know that $1 spent in R&D gives 39 cents returns in perpetuity. There's that seminal research that exists there. So you can do the multiplication and understand the kind of scales of the numbers that we're looking at and the savings that we're looking at. I want to share the story of a successful community with you. When Linux started in the 1990s, it started with 10,000 lines of code. Today, it has 28 million lines of code, which load onto your system every time you start it or you boot it up. The fastest 500 supercomputers across the world are running on Linux, as also are 96% of the servers. Now that is the power of the community. And ladies and gentlemen, that kind of work, that kind of power exists in manual small incision cataract surgery also. All that it requires is harnessing it and channelizing it properly. As Dr. Nayak has already pointed out, good science requires good high quality data based on observations in this era of artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, a very large proportion of our research funds are cornered by institutions, and there we all know that students have their careers, their diplomas, their fellowships, their degrees dependent on that dissertation that they produce, and thus they are a captive and vulnerable section. So we have what is euphemistically called rationalization of results. I don't want to ruffle feathers, so I'll stop at that. But that is the main reason why practitioners need to report their findings. They do not have any such pressure. And this reportage is going to improve the generalizability of the results, because this is real world data. And today we've started talking in terms of real world data. We've already talked about, what good science is. It is doing what you say and writing what you see. You see, you have to find time for it yourself. All we can do is we can, combat the fear of statistics, of research methods by holding hands and standing together. Because what happens is, at a particular stage, beyond a particular age, beyond a particular stage in our careers, we are afraid to ask. And like everything, this has a learning curve. We are surgeons, we learn by doing, and it's nothing different with research methods. So what is important for us to understand is that communities are required for this hand-holding and a non-judgmental way of exchanging the ideas. Of course, whatever you learn would get transferred to other domains as well. Now, the question that arises is, how are we talking, how are we going to execute it in this community? So what we are looking at is basically a triphasic or a three-pronged approach, wherein the first prong is that the cognitive domain, where we conduct workshops with our different chapters. And from those workshops, what happens is there is development of more educators and problem solvers. And they start acting as nidus within those chapters. And cutting across all this, problems are solved and issue-based and problem-based forums exist and are created. And as the critical mass of problem solvers increases, the community starts growing further and further. The ultimate goal, of course, is collaborative multi-centric research. And this is where the institutions come in. To put it very simply, it means that once you have an idea, you just come to the website or our database, and you would be able to find out, okay, these are the people who've contributed on this in recent past, and these are the people who are working on it. And sitting in an institution, it is probably easier for you to find out good, high quality researchers with whom you can collaborate if you have the funds allocated to you. So basically what we're doing is we're creating a platform where, the users, end users, they come together. Now, basically what we intend to do is impart the knowledge of the alphabet. And do a little bit of hand holding through the sentence formation. And thereafter, what the practitioner does with that, whether he writes a book, whether he writes a poem, whether he writes a song, that is up to him. That is his creativity. I showed you this small video because I want to thank Dr. Nayak for being that little finger guiding us when I was learning my trade. And I request everybody on this committee and within this community to be that little finger for somebody behind you in this discovery, in this quest for knowledge. Yes, it is a utopian dream, but believe me that if we are successful, then humanity will remember the contributions of this group. And it is to this future that I beckon all of you, and I beseech all of you to help us make this mission a roaring success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Jitendra Bali, for such a wonderful presentation. My deepest congratulations to Varun Nayak sir for such an insightful talk that he has given. He has touched upon all the points of research and what we should look for. Dr. Bali has also told us how, as a community, we should collaborate and work together in carrying out this research. So we are really honored and privileged to have such mentors and such guiding figures, such legends to help us in this.
Can you just request Kasturi Madam to tell a few words?
Yes, sir. It is my honor to request Kasturi Madam to please say a few words.
I have actually no words to say. I'm so much thankful to Sahu sir. In fact, I would like to say, like, when Professor Sahu came to our institute and he was performing the MSICS, the small 2mm incision surgery, through which he could take out a very big nucleus like NS3, NS4. I was so amazed. That day I have realized, oh my God, this is really a beautiful technique. And the results are as good as phacoemulsification. And as Dr. Varun Nayak sir has already mentioned, we all know that SICS is equivalent to phacoemulsification, and we the seniors, like we who are also doing phaco, we should also be very truthful and also mention that yes, SICS is equivalent to phaco. But I have also seen like some people like Varun Nayak sir has already mentioned that there are people who says that I have never done a SICS and I don't think SICS is a good surgery. No, it is not. Like me being a cataract surgery, I have done both SICS, I have done phaco. A good SICS is as good as a phaco, or a good phaco is as good as a SICS. Only thing that which is lacking is, yes, we need to publish. We need to make this awareness. We need to publish in good journals that this is a very nice technique, especially in Indian scenario where there's so much backlog of cataract. And like we see that, and this is our main, what to say, as an ophthalmologist, it is our responsibility to help India get rid of this avoidable blindness. And if each one of us can have a very good training in SICS and do a very good, nice surgery, giving a good result to the patient, which gives him a really good quality of vision, I think that will be very fruitful and it will be a biggest success story for our country. So I congratulate Sahu sir. Sir, you're a wonderful teacher. I was so happy, and like now all the juniors are trying your small 2 millimeter incision, and I have seen Dr. Nilutparna's result. Like she just comes with a clear cornea next day. And so congratulations, and I'm very honored to be with you all, and whatever help or whatever little I can contribute in my capacity, I'm always there for you all.
So Nilutparna, you have to tie them up.
Sir, I got, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so, and thank you, ma'am. I would also like to mention Dr. Ravindra sir here, because he really put in some important inputs while I was sharing my slides during the previous meets. This is my gratitude
Really
towards all
fantastic
my
job
teachers.
also, sir.
And,
Dr. Ravindra's videos, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Amazing
So,
videos, sir.
yeah. So as we come to the end of this installation ceremony, I would request if any of the members would like to say a few words before we move on to the vote of thanks. And
Rakesh has joined.
yes,
Rakesh
Dr.
Shakya.
I see here Dr. Rakesh Shakya has joined from Chitrakoot.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dr. Rakesh. Kindly put in your inputs. Dr. Rakesh, you are on mute. Could you unmute yourself?
Thank you. I'm very thankful to Nayak sir and Amul Sahu sir and Poramani sir. I am very small person, but I am learner. So I will try to contribute and learn more. And I know, sir, small SICS is very efficient technique, and I have done it is about 1 lakh cataract surgery. So I think 60,000, more than 60,000 I did SICS. So SICS maybe many persons say the SICS is not a good surgery, but I think when we are doing in high volume center, the SICS is the main surgery than phaco. So we can try to contribute. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rakesh. Thank you. That is wonderful. So, Boramani sir, do we have any other thing on the agenda right now?
Nilutparna, yeah,
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't mind, would you like Dr. Samar Basak say, because I have also seen like he had done so many life surgeries on SICS way back, almost 10, 15 years. Like he has got tremendous experience on SICS.
Yes. Still, I used to do SICS in many of the cases because that sometimes the corneas are so bad post PK and low endothelial cell count. I use a lot of dispersive visco along with a bigger section and SICS that actually gives an wonderful vision of this patient, because we know that phaco is difficult in these cases, and I can control the SICS in this group of corneal patient where it is really beneficial. So SICS will remain as it is there. And so we have to, like Santosh has given a thought of special issue on manual SICS in IGO. So we should work together and we should go together so that one special issue, a lot of material is required actually. If this whole team works together from now, so it will be materialized by 6 months' time, I hope. So that will be our idea. So we should accept that it should be in IGO, the whole issue. Thank you very much. Thank you for.
So very interesting techniques actually are there, and they need exposition and showcasing.
Right.
Especially this new ones.
I had asked Santosh to give us this issue for SICS. which I'm very happy that he has agreed to do that. So let us grab that opportunity, all of us, and start writing. This is a good occasion for SICS issue. So many wonderful people have joined this platform. I think we are looking forward to good days. Yes, Nilut, you have done a wonderful job in moderating.
Thank you,
As
sir.
always, very sincere, very dedicated.
Really, so she's brought everything together.
Thank you, sir. So thank you so much, sir. It was actually everyone, and last moment I had called everyone, especially Varun sir. I'm really, I regret the inconvenience that was caused to you tonight. So next time, I hope that it won't be there. Really, sir.
Varun Nayaksa shouted at you or not?
No. The email was little. Sir is always very sweet.
I know.
The email got a little bit. I mean, it got a little bit double. Yeah, sorry, sir. Sorry for that.
Dr. Nilu, you are really wonderful. You have managed the show really very wonderfully.
Yes,
moderation is really to the mark. We appreciate Dr. Sahu, sir.
Yes, sir.
To find out the correct person at the right time. Dr. We know that Dr. Varun Nayak, sir, everybody knows it about him. No one wants to say anything about him. He's the best person to guide us as a mentor for publication and research. Nobody can be better than him in India. But you have found out that the Bali also, sir, which you introduced in the Delhi chapter, because he is a research kida. He has a lot of research to do. He is doing all the time busy in the research things. So the combination is deadly combination, and we hope they will do the best for the SICS. And we have found Nilu also from the Assam, sir, as a next moderator of our session, sir.
No, moderator of only this one, sir. Only this one, sir.
I have been after Varun to start something, but now he has got the platform to such a dedicated teacher. So I'm very happy that this platform is made, and he will start.
So all thanks to you, sir. Sir, like amazing mentors, amazing international faculty. It's really like I think the community is really going to be thankful for what you've done, sir.
But one thing, this special issue of IJO is going to kill our journal.
So we'll be producing a lot more than that, sir.
अरे नहीं किधर ठीक है, we'll see Jatinder Bali whether whatever he is saying is true or not.
Let us start focusing on both.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is the spirit.
So, sir, as we come to an end of this meeting, and with due permission from the chairman and Dr. Amulya Sahu, sir, and executive chairman Dr. Jagannath Buramani, sir, I would like to request Dr. Jatinder Bali to kindly conclude with a vote of thanks.
With the permission of the chair, could we conclude the session, sir?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we thank everyone.
Right, sir. At the outset, I take this opportunity to thank the core committee of the office bearers of ISMSICS, Dr. Sahu, Dr. Boramani, Dr. Gogate, Dr. Mathur, Dr. Bhattacharjee, Dr. Joshi, Dr. Heda, for bringing all of us together on this platform. It has been an amazing experience, sir. And I'm really thankful to the mentors, Dr. Nayak, Dr. Vasavda, Dr. Basak, Dr. Ravindra, Dr. Bhattacharjee, Dr. Onava, Dr. Mathur, for leading us towards a brighter future. So we are indebted. It's lovely to have all of you here on this manic Monday evening. It was lovely to meet all of you here, sir. Yeah. Special thanks cuts across time zones to our esteemed international guides, Dr. Boris Malujan, Dr. Susan MacDonald, Dr. Pamela Gonzalez, Dr. Anik Molamwe. We look forward to continued engagement and direction from all of you. I would be failing my duty if I did not thank all my executive members with whom we're going to spend a lot of hours in research, and all IS members who've joined us for taking time out on a Monday evening after a long day. And we hope that this galaxy of stars that that Sahu sir has gathered together, it encourages all of you to join us for high quality observational research. Thank you. Dr. Boramani wants to say something, sir.
No, Doctor.
Kiss.
Yes, Dr. Nayak, sir, you want to say something?
No, just simply kiss.
Keep it short.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, sir.
Keep it short.
Keep it short and simple. Stupid.
Thank you so much, sir.
Dr. Satansha's word used the word kida in a good sense. So I hope this kida will infest everyone now.
Thank you, sir. So thank you.
And I want to really thank Dr. Nilotparna for Dr. Deori for really fantastic moderation, as
Thank
well
you,
as
sir.
she was the moving force behind today. She's put in untiring efforts. Ma'am, hats off to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I hope I can do better. It was
You've
the
done a
first
good
time.
job.
Fantastic.
Done a good job, Nilotpana.
Thank you so much, sir. And with that, I think we come to an end of this meeting, and we hope to work together with your guidance. And last but not the least, we would also like to thank our technical support from Entot Pharmaceuticals. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Very nicely
Good night.
conducted the session.
Thank you.
Thank
Nayak,
you
sir.
very much.
Thank
Bye.
you, Sabita.